This is the Afterlife discussion. I didn't intend to upload any other videos outside of the one that I uploaded earlier. That was the teaser for my novel, but after hearing the news of what happened in Minnesota today, I had to make this video because what I am about to say is very urgent. It's specifically directed towards those who live in America. However, those who don't live in America, you can listen to this too, but this is specifically directed towards those who live in the U.S. You all need to start being more alert. Now is the time where you all need to start being paranoid about everything you do in your everyday life. The reason why I say that is because today in Minnesota, another innocent man was murdered by ICE for no reason whatsoever. ICE is in droves in Minnesota, and if you live in the US, you know this already. And you know that they are causing all types of chaos in Minnesota. They're going to come to other states as well and cause the same chaos. This is not an opinion. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is a fact. What they are doing and what they have done in Minnesota, they're going to do in California, they're going to do in New York, they're going to do in Florida, they're going to do it in Texas, Louisiana, Washington, D.C., Washington State, Maryland, Virginia, everywhere in the U.S. They're going to do these things because the order rather, has been given down to these ICE agents to exterminate anyone and everyone. This is a code red situation. And they're going state by state to carry out this order. They're not just going after Latinos, Hispanics, and Mexicans. They are now going after Latinos, Hispanics, and Mexicans, Caucasians, Black Americans, whomever. They are going inside schools and dragging people out of schools. They're going into stores and dragging people out of stores. They're going to entertainment venues and they're dragging people out of there. They are now allowed to go inside your home without a warrant and drag you out of there. They are snatching people up off the streets. And when they take you to a detention facility, it's 50-50 on whether you are going to survive while in the facility. Because there are reports that those who go to the facility, if they end up having an injury, ICE agents are taking them and putting them in the back of their SUV or their van, driving them to the woods and dropping them off in the woods. Some they're dropping off in the woods fully nude. And if you are in the United States, you know that right now in Minnesota, it is freezing as hell. But this is what they're doing. I believe one person has already died while in a detention facility at the hands of ICE. So let me give you these tips. If you are not expecting any family members, friends, neighbors over at your home, if you know you have not ordered anything to come to your home, if you hear a knock at your door, If you hear your doorbell ringing, do not open your door. I repeat, do not open your door. Now, ICE agents, they like to ram people's doors in. And if you hear and see that this is happening after you have chosen to not open the door, be prepared to defend yourself by any, and I do mean any, means necessary. Do not allow them to take you from your home and take you into custody, because I am telling you, once you get into their custody, there is a 90% chance. No, scratch that. There is a 100% chance you're not going to leave from their custody the same way that you went into their custody. So if they ram your door in and break into your home, your goal should then be to defend yourself and your family by any means necessary to prevent from going into their custody. Now, if you happen to leave your home and you step out onto your front porch or you step out onto your doorstep and you see an SUV or a cargo van driving past your home, make an about face and go back into your home, close and lock your door, and do not leave your home until you know that SUV or that cargo van is nowhere to be found. If you happen to leave your home and you're walking down the street, or you're walking out of a business and you're walking down the street and you see an SUV or a cargo van, please find the nearest place where you can go and hide. I don't care if it's behind a trash can in an alley. Go there and hide until that SUV, that cargo van, is out of sight. You can even try going inside of a business and telling them what is happening and say, look, can I just stay back here in the back of your business until they're gone? Do that. Get out of sight if you see an SUV or a cargo van. And why I say an SUV or a cargo van is because from the video footage that I have seen of ICE agents, they are almost always in an SUV or a cargo van. If a car is driving past you and you're on foot walking down the street or walking anywhere, and the person in the car asks you for directions, do not stop and give them directions. Yes, it's a sad thing that we have to do because we're supposed to be there for each other because we're all connected. But now is the time to be paranoid about every single interaction that comes your way. Do not give them any directions. Don't stop. Don't talk to them. As a matter of fact, if you are anywhere near any businesses, go inside the business. Whoever the person is who is asking you for directions, if they get out of the car and follow you in the business, once again, be prepared to defend yourself. Do not allow them to get you into their custody. I don't care if it's one person, two people, three people, five people, I don't care. Defend yourself by any means necessary. If you are driving in your car and you notice that there's a car behind you following you, get on your cell phone. I don't care about but they have rules that you're not supposed to use your cell phone while driving. That's an emergency. Screw the rule of not being on your cell phone while driving. Screw that. Get on your cell phone. Call the police station that you can drive to and ask for them to have a police officer waiting for you outside the station because you are en route there. And you get to that police station, drive to that police station. And when you arrive at that police station, jump out of your car and go up to that police officer. The reason why I say that is because of the fact that I am thinking that they're not going to do anything if you are in front of police, because the police are right there. And from what I've been hearing, the police officers in these states, they are not in agreement with what ICE is doing. A lot of them hate what ICE is doing. So we have an ally with the police. You are much safer in the vicinity of a police officer against ICE. Another thing is, stop allowing your children to go out by themselves. I don't care if it's just to go to take the trash out. No, you go with them. And again, it's sad that we have to do these things, but we have to. We have to right now. Do not allow your children to go out of the house without you being right there with them. If they want to go to the community playground, you go with them. If they want to go to any playground, you go with them. You can't have them playing in the backyard, the front yard, not anymore. Because you do that, and ICE might very well come into your backyard, your front yard, and snatch them up. Now is the time to sit down with your kid or your kids and say, look, you can't play in the backyard or the front yard anymore. You can't go to the playground by yourself anymore. You can't go out by yourself anymore, because there are bad people that are out in droves. And if you go out by yourself, you may never see me again. This is the time to have that conversation with your kid or your kids. There's word that ICE agents are now signing up to be Uber and Lyft drivers. And they're doing it so that anyone who books an Uber or a Lyft, once they get in the car, they are kidnapped, because that's what they're doing. They're kidnapping people when they do this. They are being kidnapped and taken to a detention facility. So you have to be careful when using Uber and or Lyft. When you get in an Uber, when you get in a Lyft, if you see on your phone, and you have to keep the phone on that you use to book the ride, if you see on your phone that they're not going to the destination that you put in, you better be prepared to defend yourself by any means necessary. Because once you get inside that facility, again, you're not coming out the same way you went in, if you come out at all. So if you see that you're not being taken to your requested destination, be prepared to set it off in that car. And I mean, seriously, do whatever you can to not be taken where they are wanting to take you. And if you can, and this is extreme, but again, we are living in extreme times. If you can, jump out the car. Jump out the car and run as fast as you can. Again, it's sad that we have to do these things, but we're living in a time now where we have to, because these ICE agents, they aren't playing. They are out for blood. And they have no conscience. You can't bargain with them. You can't reason with them. I have seen videos where people have tried to talk to them. Man, you know this is wrong. Don't do this, man. And the ICE agents are basically telling them, we don't give a fuck what you think is wrong. We're going to do this anyway. And the reason why these ICE agents have that type of mindset is because these ICE agents, they have no conscience. They will kill a baby without blinking an eye. I wholeheartedly believe that. Anytime they can murder a man, and then after they murder that man, they all clap and applaud, that should tell you right there, these are Evil people who have no conscience. And I really wonder if they even have a soul. They could be NPCs. Who knows? But this is what you're dealing with. And as such, you have to be prepared. If you are driving down the street and you see a bunch of ICE agents and they are all in the streets and they're arguing back and forth with other people, as much as you would love to take out your phone and record, please do not do that. Just keep driving. They're not messing with you. Keep driving. And it's sad that we have to be that way. It would be great if we could, you know, step in and help the ones that are arguing with ICE. But if you do that, ICE may turn on you and beat the hell out of you and possibly even kill you. They may even do that just for you recording. If they see you recording, they may beat the hell out of you and kill you. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the guy that they murdered today, all he was doing was just recording and they killed him. So please, if you see them out there, please do not take out your phone and record. Just keep driving. Get as far out of their sight as possible. This is what you have to do, because I'm telling you, this is not the last time we're going to hear of somebody being shot and killed, or being killed, period, by ICE. Oh, it's going to happen again, because this is the order that they have been given from the top of the elite. Exterminate anyone and everyone, and don't think that you're safe because they haven't come in droves to your city, to your state, like they have come in droves to Minnesota. They're coming. They are coming to where you are, because they're going to carry this out in every single city and state. So they're coming. And they don't care if you have your birth certificate or your driver's license or your social security card. I believe DHS, I believe it was, told people start carrying around your birth certificate, your driver's license, your ID, your social security card. But damn that, because I know for a fact from watching the footage, they did not ask the man whom they killed today for his birth certificate, his ID, his driver's license, or his social security card. They're not asking that. They're just going around and just terrorizing and killing. So I am telling you all, please be smart. Now is not the time to go to the movies. Now is not the time to go to Dave and Buster's, to take your children to Chuck E. Cheese. Now is not the time to do that. I know it sucks. It sucks. It sucks because, you want to go out to those places. It's a Friday night. You want to go out to these places. It's a Saturday night. You want to go out to these places. You want to go have fun. But we are in a time now where you can't do that, because just as I said, they are snatching people out of these places. So no, now is not the time to go to the movies. It's not the time to go bowling, to go roller skating, to go to Dave and Buster's, to go to bars and clubs. I wouldn't even do that. No. You have to start being smart, because the target is all of us. And it's not just the black people that they're after, okay? Because the guy they killed today was white. So it's not just black people they're after. They're after everyone. This is not a race thing. This is an American thing. This is a kill all Americans type of thing that's going on. So you have to be smart. You, the adults, if you can, travel in pairs. If you can't, okay, well, just be on guard. But if you can, travel in pairs. This is the time where, if you know you can absolutely trust your neighbor, I don't give a damn if your neighbor is white or not. Well, I don't want to link up with no white people. Well, you know what? Then you're an idiot. Because if your white neighbor is against ICE, just like you are against ICE, you all need to align. because he can watch your back and you can watch his. You can watch her back and she can watch yours. And the same thing with a white person who has a black neighbor. Well, I don't want to align with that black person. Now, look, cut the bullshit. Because if that black neighbor of yours is against ICE just like you are, you need to align with that black neighbor. Because you both can watch each other's backs. Now is the time where we have to look out for each other, no matter what color we may be. Because those terrorists, they're killing us. They are killing us. If not every day, they're doing it every other day. Lastly, I do want to say this. If you have family members, friends, and neighbors who you know you cannot trust, do not allow them in your home right now. Do not let them know when you are leaving. Why do I say that? Because the government wants to have people to start snitching on other people to ICE. I saw this on TikTok. A woman brought forth a video about how they're going to start rewarding people if they tell ICE where other people are. So let me give you an example. Let's say I have a neighbor named Sheila. If I tell ICE, yeah, Sheila, she lives next door, and I don't think she's an American. And knowing she could very much be an American, but I'm lying because uh, either I don't like Sheila, or I feel that if I lie and I say something that's not true that helps ICE, ICE and the government will give me a reward for that. So I'm telling ICE, Sheila, I don't think she's an American citizen. As a matter of fact, I believe she did tell me that she is from Guatemala. So you might want to come and get her. And ICE comes out and gets her. I get a reward for that. This is why I say now is the time to be paranoid. If you know you cannot trust that family member, that friend, that neighbor, keep your movements quiet. Only tell your movements, tell your thinking, tell your plans to those who you know you can trust. And yes, it's sad we have to have that type of mindset, but we have to. Because look at the times we're living in. And one last thing I do want to mention, please always carry protection on you. If you can't get the pew pew, then carry something that you can use to defend yourself if you get physically attacked by ICE. Because if you get physically attacked by them, it's either you or it's them. So I hope I have helped in bringing forth these tips. Please be careful, because I know I am not one who scares easily. Really, I don't scare at all because I'm a Sagittarius. But I have to admit, seeing the things that I am seeing from ICE, it does have me startled quite a bit. It's kind of raising my fear factor. But to counteract that fear factor, I have already told myself from this day forward, I'm going to start being prepared. I'm going to start using my head more so now than ever before. Especially when I walk outside of my home. Because they're out there. Reports are they are in a lot of states, but they are in droves in Minnesota, but they are in a lot of states. And so, I'm going to start using my head even more than I usually do. I'm going to start being smart and alert more than I usually am. And I would highly suggest that you all do the same. This is the Afterlife discussion. Until next time.